Hello all, greetings, this is Gilles Mancion. I want to welcome you to this channel. If you're new, I talk about transcendental psychology, arts, science and spirituality. If you are interested in those subjects, please do subscribe. I wanted to offer an oracle and then I'm going to speak of briefly of a couple of subjects. So let's see first what the angels, the highest wisdom, the angels may want to give us for today. For there is great deal of, for me, I'm in a state of ecstatic joy and gratitude, for I know there's a lot of wonderful things that are coming, a lot of wonderful work. And so the highest wisdom for us today is abundance. It's about understanding, appreciating, being in the abundance, in the flow, where there is no more limitation, where everything that you want to do, you can do. So if there is how do you see your role in the next shift, in the next level? What's your mission? What do you really want? That was the question that a philosopher asked. Was Jacques Lacan. I'm going to speak a bit about him. And so if you, I like to know if you can leave me a comment to let me know what is it that you really want. How do you feel you're gonna? There is this new creation, this golden age that is coming, this new age of light. And what do you see your highest service may be? How do you see yourself fitting within this global community? What is your highest dream? For you may not want to say all that in the comment, but those are good questions to ask ourselves so that we can have a direction into which to grow towards. What we need to understand is unity, to be one with the cause and effect, to be at the source of our creation and being able to create and recreate within the flow of life, and to ever expand into greater level of unity and unification with all of life. What we have to do is the dream. We have to learn there was Carl Jung, a very famous philosopher, that thought that the daydream, as Freud thought were essential. So Jung thought that the night dream, the daydream was just as important. The projection that we make, the synchronicity that we can create by just being observant of life. So it is good to cultivate, to be very. To pay a lot of attention to your dreams at night, to record them if possible, but also to be aware of all the projection, all the dreams that we have. For it is very important. It is what will be coming for us. So attention goes where energy flows, where attention goes. So always focus on the light, on those things that are wanted. Make your dream as solid as possible each and every day, to build it, and then it will come true. For I feel this is really what is happening for me. Yet what the general message is the ability, is the doubt. Is like as long as there is doubt, there is no manifestation. For the wheel has to be 100% focused into the direction it needs to go. If there is doubt, it will be kept on hold. So it is important to always make a decision. Even if it's not the right decision, you will know. Then making no decision at all, because somebody else will have to make the decision for you. For us, if we don't make those decisions. So it is about accepting the fate, accepting the destiny. It's about carpe diem, do things now, enjoy life now, do not spend much time in doubt. There is no need to doubt, for you are light, love, and you came here to realize your highest dream, to become your sovereign self, and so we are moving. Hopefully this is what I feel is happening for me. I hope it is happening for all those who watch these videos and all those who do not watch those videos, for we all want to move into this collective abundance. There is enough resources on the planet for all beings to live in total abundance. This matrix has been darkened by mind control and programming that makes humans submissive to this system, and the key to the freedom of it is the salvation will come in the transformation of the monetary and economical system, from a system of lack to a system of abundance. For it's a complex subject, but there is many people are discussing that. I'm sure you can look it up. There is much information about that, but there will be more, and it will be happening. From the Akash is the Celtic. It is from what is the. I hope this. If it means anything to you, please leave me a comment. If this energy awaken within you. For it is the druid. Was all those times, those incarnations where we were connected to with this knowledge of the natural world. And so yeah, we're going to move into community also. There is a sense of community for life. We're going to learn to create new community, enlightened communities where people will be dedicated to the highest level of quality of life, and will be able to give children a proper education or to improve. We're going to seek to improve and create models for future society. So it is important to already build a vision. What do we see happening in the world beyond? Do not worry. There is no need to worry about all the collective Orwellian programming that are happening. It's all part of a play. But as light workers, as children of light, once we decide we are children of light, our mission is to bring the light into our life first, and then to assist in the world elevation. It is just the way it is. And so for that we need to open our third eye. It is very important to open our vision center. If you had also, I'd be curious to know if you had any vision, if you had sometimes we cannot truly understand the vision, but with time we learn to understand it. The idea is to see through all the many eyes that the universe possesses, to look through the eye of Horus, to look through the eye of Cassiopeia, the eye of God, the great Elohim. So in many sense we are opening ourselves to all kinds of new aspect of reality for what is real. I was contacted by. I wanted to say that as material being, we live in a material universe, but there is also a mental part of ourselves that is invisible, and an emotional part of ourselves. So we exist in those dimensions, but there are also an astral part of ourselves that lives in the fourth dimension. And then there is we have many parts that are spiritual, that we are unaware, and we want is to align all those bodies into the highest possible astral spiritual unity, in order to achieve this connection, and in order to integrate more of ourselves, for we all have that connection to a higher self, and so I came to realize that many years ago that the astral planes, on the higher planes, you can always communicate with the galactics, with the consoles of light, with the archangels, with the angels, with the ascended masters. But on the astral plane, we can communicate with all the people that have passed on. There's always a family member that have passed on, or great philosophers, or great musicians, or great artists. They all have kept a presence in the astral planes after their incarnation to serve and continue in that form. So I've met countless philosophers, and I had two of them that came to see me. The first one was Blaise Pascal, the 17th century philosopher, and so I'm going to speak about him. But the second one was Lacan. I didn't really know Lacan very well, but he's a 20th century psychologist. He was a Freudian. For Freud who invented the psychoanalysis, and so he put the dream as the center of what the unconscious will reveal, and Jung will only expand. Jung discovered the synchronicity. For those are the another philosopher that's quite interesting, Carl Jung. But in terms of Lacan, there is for him everything was symbol. We were locked into the language. We are the talking men, and every word, the words are not appropriate to express the real. For it is also in the movie Matrix, is in the train station, the Indian person said to Neo, what is love? Love is just a word, it is like karma, but there is a connection that implies much more behind the word, and Lacan thought that the words were completely inefficient in revealing the real. And so for him the imaginary was the significant to what is being communicated. It's always within the communications, and then we are just an ensemble of significations in order to for it's something I just overviewed. I haven't really integrated yet, but it's very interesting. Also and brought the idea that when a child between the age of 6 to 18 months, we show his image in the mirror and we say, this is you, but it is not you, because it is just a two-dimensional reflection of you. So the child has, this is a false identity of the ego that we are creating, but it's quite a good influence. I really like him. I will, he also said that was interesting, is that it is not the darkness that nourishes us. Well, it is in a way. Maybe I have to work a little bit with that before I discuss it. But I wanted to discuss Blaise Pascal. Blaise Pascal was very famous, 17th century essential mathematician and philosopher, and his thought was that. Maybe there is a God, maybe there is no God. But if there is a God and we believe there is no God, then we lost everything. But then if there is no God and we believe in it, we haven't lost anything, because the belief in God will guide us towards the true, the beautiful, and the good. But the Buddha just recently gave a message I thought that was interesting, is that is there a God? There is three answers. So the first person comes to the master, to the Buddha, and asks him, is there a God, master? And the Buddha says, of course there is a God. How can you think there is no God? And the second person comes to him and he says, master, is there a God? And he says, of course there is no God. Well, are you crazy? And then the third person comes in and says, master, I want to learn about God. And so the Buddha closes his eyes and goes into the state of samadhi. The explanation behind that is that for the first person who comes to him is an atheist, so of course he is so arrogant in his ignorance that the Buddha has to say, well, of course there is a God. The second person is someone that's religious but has false concept about God, and so they have to be broken down, and so the God that he believes is an illusion, and therefore the Buddha breaks down his illusion. And the third person is already within the search of God, and the Buddha knows that no words will ever lead him to the search of God. It is only the state of samadhi, the state of inner peace and stillness that will reveal God within the mortal soul. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you for watching, for subscribing, for liking, for sharing, and commenting. If you have any idea about all those, if you have a vision to share, it is important to begin to really open ourselves to this vision, this potential. This painting behind me is about the golden door. It's about it's a suite of painting. It's an interior, but we are the golden door. We are the golden key. Gold is a trans-dimensional element. The white, the white liquid gold of the soul. It is a magical instrument that is beyond explanation, but we will come to work with those energies, those new light and those new energies, and we'll be able to very soon to move into a collective dream of new age and golden age, an age of wisdom. We are getting ready for this awakening. For it is together that it is through the will of many that it will be created. For we are all complementary. We all have a complementary mission within the process. I'm going to finish with a little song. It goes like this. Joy across the world, all the boys and girls, joy to the fishes and the deep blue sea, joy to you and me. If I were the king of the world, I tell you what I'll do. I throw away the cars and the bars and the wars, and I make sweet love to you, singing joy across the world. All the boys and girls, joy to the fishes and the deep blue sea, joy to you and me. You know I love the ladies, love to have my fun. I'm a straight night flyer and a rainbow warrior and a straight night shooter of a gun. And a straight shooter son of a gun, sorry. Joy across the world, all the boys and girls. Joy to the fishes and the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. Well, thank you very much. I'm sorry I don't have much time for music. I haven't rehearsed it, but I will soon get more involved in so many different things. For there is a great deal of opening and newness potential for rebirthing, being open to a new energy. Well, I hope you find this message interesting, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Namaste.